Are you over 60 and you're worried that you're not going to be able to find your boarding passes that you printed at home when you get to the airport? Well, I'm going to help you save them on your iPhone. So I'm also going to show you 3 ChatGPT prompts that will help you do that. And I'll walk you through the 7 iPhone travel features that can help make flying easier and safer. Here's the first prompt I would use. I'm starting simple. I'm not asking ChatGPT for every detail yet. I just want the 7 iPhone travel features I should set up before I leave for the airport. Here's the exact prompt that I would use for prompt 1. I am over 60 and flying soon. Give me exactly 7 iPhone travel features to set up before I leave for the airport. Include airplane mode, boarding pass, offline maps, emergency contacts, location sharing, translation help, and notes. Keep it simple and numbered. This gives me the basic checklist, and notice I said exactly 7. That's important because sometimes ChatGPT will give you 8 or 9 items. But for this video, I want to keep it simple. Some things belong together. The boarding pass and screenshot backup go together. Medical ID and emergency contacts go together. So I'm keeping this to 7 main iPhone travel features. Now I'm going to ask ChatGPT to explain why each one matters. This is helpful because I don't just want a list. I want to know why I'm doing each step before travel day. So now I will put in prompt 2. It says, now explain why each of the 7 items matters for an older traveler. Keep each explanation short and easy to understand. This is where ChatGPT becomes more helpful. It tells me why each feature matters. For example, it reminds me that airport Wi-Fi can be slow, apps can be hard to find when you're rushed, and it's easier to set things up at home than in a noisy airport. For the third prompt, I'm asking ChatGPT to slow down and explain the Notes app. This is the part that can really help at the airport. Instead of searching through emails and texts and apps and screenshots, I can put the important information in one note before I leave home. And I don't have to type everything by hand. It's a lot easier like this. And here is prompt 3. For the Notes app section, explain how to create one note called Airport Travel Info. Tell me where to find my travel information like airline emails, hotel emails, text messages, parking information, screenshots, and paper confirmations. Then explain how to add it to my notes using copy and paste, screenshot to notes, and scanning paper into notes. This is why I like using ChatGPT in steps. Instead of giving it one huge prompt, I can ask one simple question, then ask a follow-up, then ask for help with the part I need to explain better. That feels a lot easier. Now that ChatGPT gave me the checklist, I'm going to go into my iPhone and set up each item one by one. I will start with feature 1, which is airplane mode and Wi-Fi on the plane. So the first thing I'll do is swipe up from my bottom, and you're going to see the airplane in the left upper corner. Turn that on for airplane mode. Then right below that is Wi-Fi. Turn that off and then just turn it back on if you want on the plane videos. Airplane mode turns off your regular cell connection, but here's the part that can be confusing. You can usually turn Wi-Fi back on after airplane mode is on. That's how many airlines let you connect to their in-flight Wi-Fi or entertainment system. So the basic idea is airplane mode goes on, then Wi-Fi can be turned back on if the airline offers Wi-Fi or entertainment. Feature 2 is boarding pass and Apple Wallet plus screenshot backup. The second feature is saving your boarding pass in Apple Wallet. This can be much easier than digging through your emails at the airport. Usually when you check in with your airline app or airline email, you'll see a button that says Add to Apple Wallet. Once it's in the wallet, you can open the wallet app and show your boarding pass from there. Now I will show you in the iPhone. Feature 2 is boarding pass in Apple Wallet plus screenshot backup. I will show you that now. So I'm going to just swipe down and type in the search bar wallet and click on that. So I don't have any boarding passes that I'm going to be using soon. So anyway, they would go right in here, and then you would just click on it, and that'll open your boarding pass. But I also like having a backup. So after I check in, I also take a screenshot of my boarding pass. That way, if the airline app is slow or I can't find the email, I still have a quick backup in photos. The third feature is downloading offline maps. This is useful when you land and your phone signal is weak, the airport is busy, or you're trying to find your hotel. Before your trip, open your map app, download the area around your airport, your hotel, and your city. Feature 3 is download offline maps. I'm going to use an example of going to San Diego for the weekend, and my hotel is going to be Residence Inn. So let me bring up Apple Maps. And Apple Maps, we're going to do Residence Inn. San Diego. Okay, we'll search for that. Okay, and here's one, San Diego, the second one down. I'm going to press on that. Okay. So now that's really zoomed out. So I'm going to go like this, make it bigger, so I can see San Diego. Looks like there's a few around here. Okay, so we're going to pick number 2. Now I'm going to go to the 3 dots down at the bottom, and we're going to do download map. Okay, and there's the map. Do I want it that big, or do I want to make it a little bit smaller? I think I'll make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to download. Okay, and then when you want it again, you just bring up your maps. I want to explain what an offline map is a little bit clearer. I was confused, so I'm pretty sure I have it now. So an offline map is not a separate map that I open and search. Instead, I return to the regular Apple Maps screen and search the way I would normally. To test the downloaded map before my trip, I can turn on only use offline maps, and that's in the Maps app. That tells my iPhone to use the San Diego map I downloaded, even while I still have internet service at home. After you arrive, open Maps, use search bar, enter your hotel with the city. Use this map offline like you would online. Simple senior tip: download the map at home on Wi-Fi before you leave for the airport. The fourth feature is medical ID and emergency contacts. I'm putting these together because they're both emergency safety features. Now I'm going to show you on my iPhone. Feature 4 is medical ID and emergency contacts. So I'm first going to show you the health app. I'm going to put it in the search bar in the middle here. Just take out that and put health. It's up above here, so I'm going to click on the health on the screen. So now I'm going to click on my VA in the right upper corner and go down to the second one, medical ID. And here I have all my information. Here's my name, and I haven't added medications and allergies. And you'll see my emergency contact is blacked out for now. So you also can add as much or as little as you want, but make sure you do have the emergency contact. The fifth feature is sharing your location with someone you trust on travel day. This can be helpful if you're flying alone, meeting family at the airport, or someone is picking you up when you land. There are two simple ways to do this. If the other person has an iPhone, you can use Find My. And if they don't, you can use Google Maps, but today I'll be showing you the Find Mine for Apple phones. Now, feature 5 is share your location on travel day. And you can do it two different ways with iPhone or using a different kind of phone like Android. But I'm going to show you the iPhone demo today. You will open the Find My app. So I'm just going to swipe down again and go Find My in the search. I'm going to click on top left for Find My. Okay, so now people come up. And all I need to do is start sharing location. And I pick somebody that has an iPhone. So I don't want to reveal my contacts, so I'm going to leave that empty. So all you have to do is pick somebody and do the check mark up in the top right corner. If the other person you're sharing with does not have an iPhone, or you're not sure, Google Maps is another option. I will do a video on Google Maps at a later time. Here's a simple senior travel tip. Only share your location with someone you trust. The 6th feature is setting up translation help before you fly. For this video, I'm showing Apple's built-in Translate app. That is different from iTranslate, which is a separate app. Today, I'm using Apple Translate. Before you trip, you can download the language you may need. For example, if you're traveling somewhere Spanish is spoken, you may want to download Spanish and English. Now we're going to download a language in Apple Translate. To do this, open your settings, and then you can go down to apps. Okay, and then you can find the Translate app. I'm going to type it in the bottom search bar. That seems to be easier. I'm going to take the last one because it's Translate, not iTranslate. I'm going to open that. Now we're going to go to languages down at the bottom. Download both languages such as English and Spanish, so translation can work better when you do not have a good internet connection. We're going to hit the little arrow going down to download it. Okay, and then it's good to also download English, which I already have that offline. The 7th feature is creating one travel note in Notes app. This is where I would keep the information I do not want to search for at the airport. But here's the important part. I do not want to type everything by hand, and most of my travel information is already somewhere on my phone. Here's all the places that you can find information that you can copy and paste or scan to put into your note so that it's easier and you don't have to type everything out. So it might be in an airline email, the airline app, and we're going to go down that list. You can go ahead and read it, a text message, and on down to a rental car confirmation. So anyway, I'm going to get into the iPhone now and show you how to do this. Feature 7 is put travel information in one note without typing everything out. So I'm going to bring up the notes. I'm going to swipe down, type it into the search bar. You can't always go to the apps, but it's easier this way. And we're going to make a new one down in the bottom right. Okay, and then I'm going to type airport travel. And when you're done making it, you can hit the check mark in the upper right, and then you'll be adding it so you have all your information in one place. I have my travel notes started. I can add my flight, hotel, and other important information without typing everything from scratch. I can copy and paste from emails, add screenshots, or even scan paper documents right into notes. I'll do a separate video showing exactly how to organize a complete travel note, but for now, the important thing is having one place to keep the information I may need during my trip. Here's a simple senior tip. One note is easier than searching through 5 different apps at the airport. So here's the list of 7 features that ChatGPT helped me find. I will type them out and put them in a Google Doc so you can download it at home. So you don't have to put in all the prompts, but if you want to practice how to do ChatGPT, you could put in the prompts I give you and you'll get the same list or approximately the same list. So that's my simple 7-step iPhone setup for flying. And if you're flying soon, which one of those features would help you the most? Would it be notes? Would it be the wallet? Would it be the offline maps? Go ahead and put one down in the comments for me and let me know. I appreciate you visiting my channel. I'm a grandma. I'm a small channel. And I appreciate everybody that comes and visits. Have a great day.